Hey, this is Will Schneider with Men Talking Mindfulness. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to add a little context here to an old video that I put out in 2016 after completing my first Vipassana retreat. August 2016 is right now. June 2022, and I just finished my third Vipassana. So this was also on Facebook Live when it first came out in its infancy. I think it was like 5 or 6 months old in August 2016. So I put this out there, and John and I, and Men Talking Mindfulness, to encourage you to go within. Go within, sit, meditate, get still, maybe take on a Vipassana practice, maybe start meditating, because the answers are not outside. I think you're already realizing that, and you're searching for more and more, and you want to dig a little bit deeper. Then get still and meditate. So thank you for tuning in. Enjoy this. This whole audio is about 7-8 minutes long. So thanks again, and we'll catch you soon. Season 5 starts July 1st. Peace. It's Will Schneider doing my, of course it's me. I've never Facebook Live before, but I thought there's no better time like now to do something I've never done before, especially after coming back from a 10-day Vipassana retreat in the Berkshires, in which I sat for over 100 hours of meditation, learning a very specific technique, an ancient technique that brought Buddha to his enlightenment. It was a unbelievable experience, and I really look forward to bringing this into my work as a teacher of yoga and mindfulness, and just bringing it more into my relationships with people. And it was just really quite an incredible experience, sitting for 1 hour at a time, sometime a little bit longer, for 3 days, just working on breath and bringing your awareness just into this little triangle part of your nose, and then getting into the deeper aspects of the technique on day 4, in which we would just keep looking for the sensations in the body, and really living in the moment, and without any aversion to pain, which I would experience so much pain right away in my back and then my knee, and I would try 6 or 8 or 10 different sitting positions in order to alleviate as much pain as I could after sitting for an hour. By day 5, we were asked to sit with strong determination. I forget the Hindi word for it. It's I can't remember the name. But for 1 hour, not moving for an entire hour, was one of the most challenging things I've ever done, and also one of the greatest teachers that I've ever experienced. Just trying to sit for an hour without moving, and then trying to sit, and they kept coming back to a few principles of anicca, which is all about everything is changing all the time, and tapping into the nature of things, and then trying to live in the equanimity of all of it, living in equanimity to everything that was coming up. No aversion to pain, not trying to crave particularly happy sensations or joy, but just living the middle path, which is the first teaching that Buddha, once he became enlightened, that was his first teaching, is the middle way. And to have lived this technique for hours upon hours upon hours, and was taught so many things, and I get frustrated, and then I would and sometimes lots of joy would come out of the practice. Some days I would jump out of bed starting at 4 o'clock in the morning, sitting in my meditation place at 4:30 in the morning, and it was extremely profound, extremely intense, grueling at times, but it is by far the most profound and wonderful training I've ever done. It's some of the best 10 days I've ever spent in my life, doing something that is not just so good for me, but by digging down and getting really deep into the work and eradicating what they call the sankhara, all those the ruts and the patterns and old behaviors of the shit that gets in our way from really aspiring to all the love and compassion and really who we can be. It was, I don't know. I mean, I've just got back, and I think it's going to be rolling out for the next several weeks, and I'm going to keep meditating with this particular technique, and it's so nice to have something to come back to and be able to experience. And it's not, the teacher was fantastic in the sense of he's been teaching this meditation technique for like the last, I don't know, he taught it for 40 years before he passed away in 2013. And we were actually listening to recordings of his classes from 1991. And he was just so on point. So many times he's like, don't believe what I'm saying. He goes, do the technique and experience it, try, and experience for yourself exactly what I'm talking about. Because it's the laws of nature and once we tap into the flow of that and live in the equanimity or live equanimously with all of it, without aversion to the pain that I felt in my knee or my ankle or my back, and not even trying to crave happiness or waiting for it to be over after an hour. My fire might be burning up. I felt like my body was burning. I'd be shaking. And I don't know, I have a lot to process, a real lot to process over the next, I don't know, the rest of my life. And it's good to be back. I just really want to connect with all of you out there, and one of my first Facebook live feeds coming after this 10-day Vipassana. And I suggest you all do it, every single one of you. Get out there, and you want to find the truth, you got to dig, you got to go deep. It doesn't come easy. And something like this is not easy, but I look back on those 10 days, and like I said, it's the best time I've ever spent in 10 days. Not the most joyful time, but that's not what it's all about. It's about finding peace within and making peace with everything and loving what is. Keep on loving. I'll keep on teaching love as much as I can, and we'll all make this world a better place together. Peace.